Now, here's meteorologist Charles McKeller with your Storm Track 3 forecast. Brought to you by Bob King Buick. Have you looked at a Buick lately?
And a good Friday afternoon. We're looking at our Battleship North Carolina Skyview camera. We have some increasing clouds currently at 42 degrees, humidity 29%, dew point at 12, and those winds at east-northeast at 9 miles per hour. But we do expect those temperatures to drop going on later tonight. We can expect those high temperatures to jump up into the mid to upper 40s, seeing those increasing clouds into the evening, remaining pretty chilly and then pretty breezy going into this evening. But right now, pretty cold, as that cold air advection is going to be moving down into the Cape Fear. Currently 29 degrees as you look towards the mountains in Roanoke, 27 in Boone, and it's 34 degrees in Asheville, 30 in Raleigh, but 42 right now in Wilmington, 55 down in Charleston. Those temperatures are really going to drop down into the 30s and 20s tonight, looking at 36 by 9 p.m. and 34 by midnight tonight, and then dropping even further down into the 20s early tomorrow morning. So the big story is this weekend, we are currently under a winter storm warning, which means that we can expect between 4 to 10 inches of snow possible. Visibilities are going to drop down to a quarter of a mile, and travel can be very difficult, especially on the roads, and especially as you go further west and north of the area. So let's time this out with the futurecast. This blue line that you see is the freezing line, which is a 32 degree Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. And as you take a look at going into this evening, there's a possibility that we can have some sleet and or freezing rain or wintry mix going in late tonight into early tomorrow morning, as that freezing line sits just on to the ocean line there. And then looking at all snow going into Saturday afternoon and into Saturday night, and then clearing out Sunday morning. But yeah, as you can see here, that freezing line is still east of the area, meaning anything west of that is below freezing. So we're looking at 32 degrees or below as we head into your Sunday afternoon. Monday still remaining fairly cold, but that freezing line does push further north and west, warming us up just a little bit and also help melt some of that snow. But here's the snowfall forecast. We're looking at 5 to 10 inches as you head north and west of the Cape Fear up into Jacksonville, and as you head into Lumberton, Whiteville, Wilmington, Carolina Beach, Oak Island, we're looking at 4 to 8 inches and even higher locally, depending on where those heavier bands set up, and also looking at 3 to 7 inches down into South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, Conway, and Carolina Forest. So we're looking at a pretty big winter storm heading to the Cape Fear, and those temperatures are going to drop. Those feel-like temperatures are going to drop down into the teens by Saturday evening, and then possibly down below zero as we head into Sunday morning. So this weekend, dangerous cold, and those single-digit wind chills can be very cold. Make sure you have your winter gear weather, and then make sure that you don't have to go out, as it's going to be very dangerous situation, especially with the ice on the road. So tonight, expect those temperatures to drop down into the mid-20s, staying pretty breezy. Here's your WWAY Storm Track 3 7-day forecast. A chilly PM going into this afternoon, then snow showers going into Saturday and into your day on Sunday, and then remaining fairly cold as we head into Monday, and then pretty cool going to next week as well.
So if anybody is planning to head out, you're going to need a hood, you're going to need a coat, you're going to need leg warmers, you'll need a whole game.
Yes, we need everything, but just don't plan to go out. I would just stay at home, enjoy a nice cup of hot chocolate by the fireplace.
That sounds good to me.
It sounds good to me too.
That's what I'm doing. Well, still to come on your news at noon.